welcome back to the Fabric Boutique. I'm Natita, the owner of the Fabric Boutique and the author of the book Wives Still Pray. You can read all about the book as well as the items that's available on our website by clicking on the link in the description box. But we are going to go ahead and jump right into it. And of course, make sure if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And on your way out, don't forget to thumbs up this video. And follow us over on Instagram and Facebook also. So we are, it's just go time. And so we received a quick update. I do apologize, there wasn't a video last week and I forgot to do the post. I was out of town traveling and so totally forgot to schedule that. But anyway, we are back. And with that, once we got back in town, got an update for the refinery. It looks like we will be opening up very soon. I almost feel like the market for that I'm prepping for the end of the month and the refinery are going to coincide like to either the same weekend or back to back. So what that means is I am just working a few days a week to get things in order. First thing I have done is, you cannot see it, but I have gotten a couple of totes, and these totes are out of our attic, and it is for me to actually begin putting product in. So like I say, I'm preparing for both the refinery. Well, the refinery stock is done. I think I talked about that before. And so I have excluded, although you see things available on the website, most of that stuff I can make to order, or I just have enough to be able to pull out of one spot and then replace it, remake, or do whatever I need to do. However, with the 3-day weekend coming up, plus the additional market now that has been added for November. Remember, the refinery, I think I mentioned that in the previous video, is doing a vendor market. It's for obviously the vendors at the refinery, but other vendors as well, and to get people the refinery out in the space so people know about it, where to shop, where they can continue to shop the vendors outside of that 1-day market. So the items that I am making for both the refinery, that's all done right now. And we will have a soft opening and then the grand opening. So we shall see how things move. But that definitely lit a fire up under my butt, because that means if things are coinciding closer and moving a little bit faster, I need to get my butt in gear and get these things in place. So what I've done is I have 3 totes. Yeah, I have 3 totes, 3 empty totes that I am lining up in my workroom here. And what I will be doing is, as I'm making things, I'm just going to put them in the tote. And then once I've gone through my list, and I'll share with you the list that I have. So I'm just stacking these totes up here on the floor. So I can just easily put things in here. Okay, so this is what it's looking like over here. So I've just lined up these totes here. So as I'm making things, I'm just popping them in the different totes. So based off of my list, here's my list of everything that's for the 3-day market. I went through the other day and I highlighted things that need to be sublimated. And if there were any blanks missing, I had ordered extra blanks from the last time I was doing sublimation, but I do have my DTF. So what I am going to do first, actually, and then I promise I'm getting to some sewing. I know that was supposed to be this week, but this stuff that's easy that I can go ahead and knock out and see if I need to get any more will be fine. So this comes from Merch Studio, which is located here in Texas. And so I have these are for the tote bags. And so what I've done is go ahead and set those. I'm putting all of my sublimation things out so I can at least see what I have left over. And I don't know if you all remember from watching the previous videos, I had reordered a lot of the blanks for items that I supplemented, the tote bags and all of that. Remember, I reordered that stuff a few months ago because thinking that the refinery was going to be open and I would be at the point where I need to restock. And so what I'm going to do is I had ordered all these totes, and they were all from Ninja Transfers because I also have my UV DTF from Ninja Transfer. So here are all the totes for the DTF transfer I just showed you. I am going to go ahead and press those, and then my transfers from Ninja Transfers, I had gotten these a few months ago. And so again, I had left everything there just for restocking purposes, but it's best that I just go ahead and just start pressing and getting things done. So these are for my drinkware. So remember, for anybody who may not have been here, you know, I have the drinkware, which means I also need to get the lids laser engraved on these. I actually need to order more drinkware and then send the lids to the person who does the laser engraving for me. And so I have these. So I know I need to repurchase the drinkware and the acrylic bookmarks because that's what all of this is. And then let me make a note. And also those DTF are for the paper clips as well, and that's all Fruit of the Spirit collection. So I see I need to order more of those blanks. The drinkware I need to order. I'm just making some notes here. I don't need to do tote bags. I think I have enough mouse pads. I will check that in a moment. And I need to order more bookmarks because the bookmarks have all been accounted for. And those came from Vistaprint. So I'm just making myself a note there. So those things are going to go relatively fast because the totes will go real fast. The drinkware and the acrylic bookmarks I cannot do because I need to order the blanks for all of those. And remember I needed to reorder some of the blanks for, let's see here. These are, I really was patting my future self, my past self on the back for thinking of future me, because I had a whole unopened box of the car coasters. It's a whole box here. And my mouse pads. Yeah, awesome. Oh, I had ordered a whole bunch of blanks, a couple of good. Thank you, past me, for doing that, because then I can go ahead and supplement more of these. Awesome, 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 awesome. So yeah, that is good. So that is all ready to go. Oh, thank goodness. So I don't have to worry about blanks. And of course, I'm waiting till it's close to as possible to do the Date with Jesus bundles. And so just because I just want to make sure I don't, you know, get them all distorted or anything. I probably could put them in a separate tote by themselves is what I can do. Do those and just make sure they're in the tote by themselves, and everything else can sit on top of each other. So that is where we're starting. I am going to go ahead and press these really quickly, show you when those are done, and yeah, then we're moving on to sewing samples for the pouches and the travel cases, makeup bags. There'll be all kind of things, but those are the items that will be my bespoke fabric, and preferably I have enough. If not, I will have to place an order for that as well. So let's go ahead, let's get these totes pressed and move on to start some sewing, some samples. Okay, it is the next day. You just saw me peeling off the DTF print from after pressing, and I just went and just did a final press with the Teflon sheet over the top after I took that off. So remember, I don't know if anybody remembered the video I did a few months ago where I was having troubles with the DTF and I ruined quite a few of the bags. And so what I had my designer do was deepen the colors and thicken all of the elements, the lines and everything. And so I did my first press, and let me see, I have to move you. I did my first press and I peeled it hot, and a little of the lettering came off. That was the only area where there was a little lettering. So this is the thing that's going to me with me at the markets, where I'll have them in the seconds pile, or you know, however I'll label it. I'm not sure. Manufacturer seconds, something like that, and reduced in price. But I mean, it's still a usable bag. It's just that little bit did not print, so I will not be selling those at full price. But what I did do for these was peel them completely cool. So I waited till they were all the way cool and just ripped them off one by one, and no issues there. So I'm very happy about that. But I thought I had ordered enough DTF, so I have to order 6 more DTF because I have 6 more blank totes. And so as of right now, these are the totes, and I am going to go ahead and add these into my buckets that I showed you as I start getting things together for this market. So these are going to go into the tote. And then I just received a package from Amazon. Let me show you what that is. Okay, so this package is, let's see, this will be the drinkware. I just reordered this yesterday, the previous day. These came different from how they came before, but that's okay. I like how they came in they didn't come, the other ones came in individual boxes, and so these didn't come in individual. Let me make sure these are the same size also. Yeah, they're the, oh, these are not the same size. How did I reordered the exact ones? No, these are not the same size. Those are not the same size. I need to send these back because that is not the right size. I thought it wasn't the right size. And so, but I like how they came in how they're individually in between all of the styrofoam like that. But I also like the other ones came in individual boxes like this. So if I'm at a market, I can just, you know, keep it in the box. So yes, I am going to have to return these. So let me do that. I had already reached out. I thought these were fine. I had reached out to the person who does the engraving for the lid to see if I can ship her the lids. I was going to ship them out today because I knew these were the glass cans, but I am going to need to return this, so I have to go to UPS. So I can't do that today. I won't have time today. I have to do that tomorrow. Okay, so the other thing that I did was I reordered bookmarks. Remember, I have the bookmarks, the scripture-based bookmarks, reordered those. I also reordered the acrylic, the glitter bookmarks as well, because I have two different type. I have the acrylic bookmarks that are long, and then I have the acrylic. I'll pop up pictures of those so you can see the paper clips. One is a paper clip, the other is bookmark, but also can be used as a paper clip. Is a paper clip, but also could be used as a bookmark. Blah, blah, blah. Can't get my words together. So I have everything else. I need to print off my sublimation for the mouse pads and for the car coasters. And so that is the next thing I am going to do. And I probably won't get to sublimation until tomorrow, but I am going to print those off later this evening. Then tomorrow I can just, you know, sublimate and have that going. But I am going to switch gears because I have everything. I've ordered everything that I need that needs to be sublimated or a DTF. And so now the next thing I'm going to do is switch to sewing. So let's look at this sample that I am going to go ahead and put together. Okay, it is a little later in the same day. I went to return that box of glass cans to Amazon and they refunded me, but then a message popped up that said you do not need to return this item. So I set the box to the side because I'm thinking, okay, why wouldn't I return this item when I have I replaced it with something else? You know how you always get the little return. But anyway, one of the things I forgot I need to do, I had made my labels. I shared this in a previous video, but for my tote bags that I did, I need to put these labels into them. And so what I'm going to do real quick is just cut these up so they're ready to go and put them in my little container. I have a little container over here that I'm just gonna drop them in. I'm actually going to probably sit down and look at TV because I have a whole bunch of these. I'm actually going to do all of these, and I have also, because I did two different kinds, because I figured this might be something I might want to do for pouches as well. So I have all of this to cut, so, and all of these to cut. So I think I at least may do that. I'll probably just sit back and relax and do that. I was planning to start sewing, and so what I have done up on my laptop is I told you that So Sweetness does sew-alongs for her patterns. And so the sew-along for this pouch that I want to do, I don't need the sew-along. I just actually just kind of like watching making things, and probably will go a lot faster with me watch. The video is only like 30 minutes long for this first item that I'm making. And so I will share that with you, but I probably won't start that in this video because I really want to get these cut up. And I also ordered more DTF for tote bags. I ordered more paper clips. For the paper clips that I said I need to get, ordered those. I think I told you I ordered the bookmarks. I can't remember, but yeah, it is go time, and so that's where I'm at. And so all of my sublimation things, I just need to print those off and start pressing those, and I'll share those with you. So over the next few videos, you'll just see me different things that I finished making and that I'm working on, and of course more sewing. It'll be, I've narrowed down to quantity, but now I need to recheck all of the available fabric that I have. Well, once I sew up these samples, I'll know for sure if I need to purchase more of my bespoke fabric, or if I will just we'll see. Because if I do that, if I need to order fabric, that might not work, because I thought I would have enough based off what I already have for my bespoke items. But I also have other fabric that's over here that I shared in a previous video. I may very well use that, to start using that to finish using up all of that fabric. Because it usually takes a couple weeks. It could take up to a couple weeks to get the shipment in from Spoonflower, and I do not want to be bumping up against that with the event 3 weeks away, right? That's on me. That is all on me. Poor planning on my part, I will admit. But I do have enough. The good thing is I do have enough fabric readily available to start making things, but I want to get through these couple samples first, and then go from there. But you'll probably see that you will see that in the next video. So apologies again for not starting to sew, but yeah, as I'm going through things, I'm like, yeah, I didn't quite, but I knew. I mean, yeah. Anyway, what can we say? Is I am definitely behind. Today, by the way, is October 7th. So yeah, the sublimation stuff, I can do all that in a day, but the sewing is the part that I'll need to at least do in stages. And once I sew up these 2 samples, we'll see how long it takes me. Stuff like these, the pouches and stuff that I'm doing don't take me long at all. But still, you know, I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I have kind of backed into a deadline of my own doing. So anyway, all right, everybody, stay tuned for next week, Wednesday. I upload every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, we'll see where I am at, and stay tuned. I'll share all the behind the scenes with you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up this video on your way out. You all have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.